Going once, going twice. Okay. All right, last thing we want to take a look at is ProQuest Central. And I know about half of you have used it before, but the good news here is that once you know how to do this phrase searching, you can also use it there. So let's do it both ways. So here's my simple search, Mary Rowlandson, both names in there, but no other limiters set. And I've got 1,664 articles that have resulted from that. But let's see how many actually have her mentioned specifically as the phrase. We know it will be fewer. And we've gone down by about 500 articles. So a lot of these were thrown out with that. Now you can do some other kinds of narrowing here. And there's one kind of narrowing in this database that you must do that you did not have to do in the other two databases. So in the first two databases, we were primarily looking at all scholarly material. There weren't newspaper articles in there or blog posts in there. In this one, in order to follow the requirements of your assignment, we've got to choose that we only want the scholarly materials. There's two places you can go to on the screen that you can do that. We could do it up here at the top, right up where you see full text. You could do it up there in the scholarly journals box, or we can do it down here by clicking. So either way, you're going to get the same, and that will narrow it down to now just a little over 400 articles, because it has eliminated all those other things that don't meet the needs of your assignment. So, Mary Rowlandson in the Psalms, The Textuality of Survival, published in Early American Literature, 1997, and so forth. And we should see, next to each of these now, there should be the little mortarboard telling us that, yep, that is definitely a scholarly journal, an academic journal, and not some other kind of publication. The last thing you want to do here in narrowing is you want to take a look at something called document type. So I'm going to go ahead and scan down over here on the left where you had the various ways that you could subdivide these results. Document type, I'm going to click on this for more options. So even though we have said we want the article must come out of a scholarly journal, great. But there are lots of things inside scholarly journals that are not full-length articles. There's little book reviews, there are letters to the editor, and so forth. So we don't necessarily want any of those little kinds of resources. We want a full-length feature article, and about half of these qualify as that. So we want to include features. And now we apply that limiter, and now we're down from, we started with what, 1,400 articles? Now we're down to 202. But these, again, should be the ones that are most useful to you. So we can go ahead, again, here and see how to use the article. So here we have the article itself. Here's the full text. Here's the full text in PDF. But it is better, once again, to choose the one that has the abstract and the details on it, which also has your sending tools and your citation help and so forth. So this gives you a little preview of what the article is about. This article is actually quite long. It runs from page 323 to 354. So that would be a lot of article to download and read or skim through. But we do have a little abstract. So this will pretty much tell you whether this article does or doesn't meet the needs for your project. Here's your citation help. And defaulting here to MLA, copy, paste, pretty easy. You can email from here, but it's also useful. Let me go back to your results page, the short results page. You can also, if you'd like, email from this page before you even open those. So I could take, articles 1, 3, and 5 if I wanted to, and then hit my email up here and go ahead and automatically email myself all 3 articles at once. Just like JSTOR, or I'm sorry, just like Literature Resource Center, it is defaulting to send you the original article, great, but you also want to click that button that says send me the bibliographic citation, and then go ahead and fill in your email address and all this other information here, and go ahead and send it to yourself. And I like to fill in the box that says your name with something. I usually just put my initials, and I do that because sometimes your email system at home might throw things into spam if they don't have a sender name attached to it. So this is it. You've sent those 3 articles to yourself, and now they're yours to read, to do with what you want later.